Well, I guess we can all say that this review took forever to get to. Okay, that's the best I can come up with, y'all. I'm sorry. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad, Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews Hip Hop Data. We got an album review today. We're gonna talk about the brand new album that just fucking dropped. Well, it didn't just fucking drop. It's been a few weeks, but you know I was sick as fuck. I'm a little late to the party, but I said I was gonna review this shit, so here we are. It's from a Mississippi rapper slash producer slash he pretty much does every goddamn thing and he does it well. Now he's back with his brand new joint, so you know we're gonna talk about it. This motherfucker's back. He dropped the new shit. He talking about Forever, talking about the new album from Big K.R.I.T entitled Forever is a Mighty Long Time. Now, for those who don't know, Big K.R.I.T is a rapper, producer, engineer. He's a fucking quadruple threat, I think. He does all goddamn shit in the world, and he does it fucking well, like I said. And he's made a lot of noise over the past few years with great mixtapes and albums, like K.R.I.T Was Here and Return of Forever, just to name a couple with the mixtapes. And then his albums Live from the Underground and Catalactica, which were both well received. I mean, he's been doing a lot of great quality work over the years. And it's been 3 years since his last full-length album, so now let's see if Big K.R.I.T gave us a crazy album that goes on with a lot of crazy music he's been dropping over the years with Forever is a Mighty Long Time, or if this is that misstep that, I mean, eventually happens with motherfuckers, but K.R.I.T been doing good. He ain't misstep once, not really. So let's see what the fuck he's doing. Let's talk about the shit. Now, the first thing you realize with this album is that it is a double album. Yes, K.R.I.T hit us with a two-piece special, no biscuit. I wish he would have gave us a biscuit because you got to have that with the biscuit. I'm getting off point and I'm getting hungry. But K.R.I.T came with a double album this time. I guess it's to appease the fans for being gone for 3 years with no project. So he says, I'm going to give you a double project to kind of feed all that non-K.R.I.T you was getting over this time. And he gives us a really cool perspective with his double album. One album really lends to sort of like the Big K.R.I.T moniker and just giving us those hard-hitting beats and that just Big K.R.I.T Mississippi swag that he's got. And the second disc focuses on Justin Scott, who Big K.R.I.T really is, and really just his personal life and everything he's been going through over the few years. So I like the duality with the two discs. It's pretty much you get both sides of who Big K.R.I.T is and just how he feels and how he just approaches music and life in general. And I think it's a really dope idea that he did that because he gives us pretty much an outlook on himself on so many different levels, but he does it in a very concise and well put together way with this double album. And as far as the production is concerned on the album, Big K.R.I.T pretty much handles the majority of the production on this album, but he did tap a few other producers to come in and help out. And he's got a lot of heavy hitters on here, a lot of dope Southern artists on here doing their thing. He's got Willpower, Manny Fresh. He's also got Brian Michael Cox on here, Organized Noise on here doing some production, DJ Khalil. Who else? Terrence Martin's doing some work on here, as well as Robert Glasper, which is really dope. And they all come together and give this album a lot of great production. You got those hard-hitting Southern style bangers like on the tracks Big K.R.I.T or Subbenstein or Big Bang, which are all just bangers. But then you also get a lot of smooth, melodic vibes on tracks like Everlasting or Price of Fame or The Light. And there's just so much to the production on this album that I really enjoyed. I actually liked every beat on here for the most part, except for the song 1999. But I will give it props for, you know, doing that homage to the 1999 reference from Cash Money song with Juvenile, Back That Ass Up. So it's kind of like a play on that. But that was probably the only song that I really just thought was okay. But for the most part, on the production side, all these beats here are fucking fantastic, and K.R.I.T did a really good job, not only himself, but also bringing in these top level producers to come in and really accentuate the sound of this album. And when it comes to Big K.R.I.T as an artist, he's so talented as a rapper because he's got the crazy flow, a lot of great wordplay, his lyricism's on point, and he gives you a lot of good subject matter on this album. Like on the first disc, you get that Big K.R.I.T where he's just talking about that Southern shit. He's giving you those bangers where he's just pretty much just going off with the lyrics. But then on the second disc, he gets really personal. He talks about how fame has really just gotten to him at certain points, how he doesn't really, you know, feel like, you know, it was worth it in the end. Also, he talks about just pretty much life and how he gets mixed messages about what he should do with his career. A lot of great stuff on here that he just talks about and touches on. And it really makes the duality of this project just that much more stronger because there are so many things that are so great about both discs is that it's hard for you to decide which one is better. At first, when I listened to the album, I thought this one was better, but then when I sat with this two some more, it just like got to that same level, and I love both albums on this project equally. And that's really hard to do with a double album, but K.R.I.T did that shit so fucking perfectly. I gotta give him props because that shit is not easy. And when it comes to the features on this album, K.R.I.T comes through with some top level features as well. I mean, he's got T.I. on here, he's got UGK, he's got Lloyd, he's got CeeLo, Sleepy Brown. Who else? Jill Scott's on this motherfucker. Joy's on this motherfucker. Keon Harold, Bilal. That nigga Bilal's back. I mean, it was a minute he wasn't on shit. Now he's back. Robert Glasper, of course. Kenneth Wallum, and Bernice Earl Travis II. Okay, I haven't heard of them, but yo, they all come through and they do their damn thing, and I really love what they brought to this album, especially T.I.'s verse on Big Bank. He fucking killed that shit. I love T.I.'s verse on Big Bank. I also love the UGK feature on the song Ride With Me. CeeLo and Sleepy Brown do their thing on the song Get Up to Come Down. There's a lot of great moments on here, and then Jill Scott's vocals on the song she's on is great, and Joy's hook on Miss Georgiafornia is so goddamn smooth and soulful. It's just like, it hits you right here when you hear that shit. She kills that shit, and it's just so good to hear that all these people, all these talented people are coming together and putting together this great project. And honestly, y'all, like, I'm not a super big K.R.I.T fan. I think K.R.I.T's dope. I always thought he was dope, but I was never like a K.R.I.T stan. But I have to say, this is probably one of the best albums I've heard this year, especially when it's coming from Big K.R.I.T. This is probably one of Big K.R.I.T's best albums he's ever put together, because the shit is just on point on all levels, and it's a double album, so he did it twice. That's fucking unheard of. He did that shit twice perfectly. And also, I gotta just shout out the classic interlude on that is the most hilarious skit I've heard this year. That shit's so fucking funny. That shit has me dying. I listened to that shit like 20 times and I still bust out laughing. But yeah, other than 1999, I have to say K.R.I.T knocked it out the park with every single song on here. And 1999 still isn't even that bad. But if you think about it, it's 22 tracks. So 21 out of the 22 tracks, he knocked out of the park. You can't get mad at that shit. K.R.I.T fucking killed it, and I love this project. Now, you know I gotta give him a top 5 tracks, but K.R.I.T just made that shit damn near impossible. Pretty much he did, cause like I can't pick 5, so I'm gonna just name off the song. I mean, pretty much, fuck, K.R.I.T, why you nigga shit, fuck. Okay, look, I'm gonna just talk about some tracks that I really love. First of all, Big K.R.I.T, the intro of the first disc is fucking insane. Like, the beat build up on there is fucking crazy. K.R.I.T comes in with this really just smooth flow, and then he just turns that shit up to a new fucking level when the beat comes in for the second half, and it's just a high energy joint that really just fucking just sets off this album perfectly. And then you got the song Confetti, which I love the beat on here. It's really like menacing and shit, but it's just really hard hitting at the same time. And he's pretty much saying your confetti ain't even heavy, nigga. Pretty much like you like putting on this facade that you the shit, but your confetti ain't heavy. But confetti's not really heavy. It's just a bunch of paper, K.R.I.T. I mean, even if you get a big bag of that shit, it's still pretty light. But I know what you're fucking saying. But that's one of my favorite songs. And then we got Big Bank with T.I. Oh my God, that shit fucking, oh Lord. When you play that shit in the car, that shit just fucking knocks. T.I.'s verse is crazy. Like, the hook on there is crazy. What, Subenstein, fuck, with Manny Fresh and shit. Oh my God, Manny Fresh coming in with the intro and the beats on there. He does the Frankenstein reference, which, you know, I mean, I'm feeling that right now because I'm in a Frankenstein mode right now. That shit's fucking dope. Fucking Rob, I mean, look, literally, y'all, I can just, everything. And then this too, don't even, the Justin Scott intro, which is just this beautiful instrumental, and then mixed messages where you pretty much just like, yo, like, fuck, like, what do you want me to do? You want me to do this? You want me to do that? Stop sending these mixed messages because you're confusing the fuck out of me. That's what K.R.I.T's saying. And then Keep the Devil Off. Oh my God, that's a church joint. That's just like, keep the devil off. Oh, I can't pick a top 5, y'all. Like, I'm just naming songs because Miss Georgiafornia, I just talked about this shit with the hook. Everlasting. Higher call. K.R.I.T. Price of Fame. That shit is so. Drinking sessions. The light. Bury Me in Gold. I mean, fuck. Nigga, the whole album is fire. The whole album, except for 1999. That's just like a warm plate. Like, but the rest of the album is fire. Fire and a warm plate. But it ain't nothing cold about this album. Ain't nothing just like. K.R.I.T, you fucking killed it. And that's my, like, what, top 21 minus 1? I mean, fuck. I mean, like, the whole album is just so damn good. Like, I can literally play all this album front to back and just, like, I mean, every song just, like, gets you something different. The production, the vibe, the sound, the emotion, everything about this album is just so on point. And you can tell K.R.I.T really spent these 3 years putting together a beautiful piece of work. And, like, we just gotta just sit and enjoy the shit because it's definitely one of the best albums of the year. Definitely gonna be in the top 15 for me. And I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing what K.R.I.T can do to top this shit. Cause I don't know, K.R.I.T, you set the bar pretty high with this shit. Cause this shit is just fucking fire. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Big K.R.I.T Forever Is a Mighty Long Time is fire. All I'm saying is shit's fire. I can't say anything else. Like, the beats are fire. The rhymes are fire. Features are fire. The production of the entire album is fire. 2 albums and 1 album of fire. Like, he made a double album perfectly. Like, I mean, that is not easy to do. Usually when you make double albums, there's fuck ups. He ain't fuck up. He kind of had like a little trip with that one song, but other than that, he didn't fuck up at all. And I love what he did with this album, the duality of it, the personal aspect of it, but at the same time, he gives us that K.R.I.T that we love to hear. Everything on here is just so well orchestrated, and I think K.R.I.T is probably one of the best artists of our time that really gets slept on, and it's a shame because he puts out great work like this, and he should be getting praised a lot more than he does. So all I gotta say is that for me, Big K.R.I.T, Forever Is a Mighty Long Time, is 100% Granddad approved. Go listen to this album. Get this album in your life. I know I'm late on it. If you late on it like me, don't be fucking up like I did. Listen to this shit because it is fucking dope, and I love everything about this shit. Minus the one song, but like, it ain't even that bad. Y'all like, back that ass up like it's 19. I'm gonna start singing it anyway. I'm gonna end up loving it eventually. So fuck it. Just throw it in there as a good song too. Why the fuck not? Indie Spotlight, nigga. Today's Indie Spotlight comes from a long time Indie Spotlighter. We got Wesley Rocco back again with a new project called I'm Sorry I Hurt You, Rachael. Well, why you do that for, Wesley? Like, Rachael seems like a nice girl. You call her... It's all right. I mean, I don't want to get into your personal business. We're going to talk about the project. But this is a new EP from Wesley Rocco, who's been doing a lot of good work. He's been building up his momentum. He's been building up his skill. And he's coming together with another solid EP, a little bit less than a half hour. But he really comes in with some great production, again, from L.A. Chase, as well as DV and Still Moving coming through. They got some great atmospheric, hard-hitting production on here. And I really like how this sounds and how it comes off. Wesley really sounds good on these beats. His flow, his delivery has gotten even better over time. He's really just improving more and more with each project. And the subject matter on here is really, really good. He goes from his personal life to how he talks about just being in the rap game and how he just feels like he might not be doing this that much longer because he just feels like he's not getting the credit he deserves. And I mean, I can sympathize with that shit because I'm still trying too, Wesley. We both in the same goddamn boat. But it's good to see the development and the growth in his artistry, and I think he's just going to continue to get better and better as time goes on. My favorite tracks on here are The Truth, the outro, the reveal, the glow. A lot of the songs on here start with the, except for one, which is Oh Yeah, which is actually another one of my favorite tracks too, as well as The Curse. That's another dope song too. But there's a lot of dope moments on here for a 23-track EP. He really does get a lot done, and I really do appreciate that he's really just getting better with his craft, his production, and everything like that. It's good to see an artist really take their stuff seriously, and Wesley is one of those. So check this out. I'm Sorry I Hurt You, Rachael. Maybe Rachael won't be so hurt if she knows that like you put together a nice project, Wesley. If not, maybe you should go find Tina or somebody. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to get into your personal life with your girls. I mean, you do what you got to do. Now back to our regularly scheduled review. But I got nothing more to say. Big K.R.I.T, Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. It's Granddad approved, so go listen to this shit forever. Like literally, listen to this album forever because it deserves that shit because it's that fire. Flip it. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up or drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Big K.R.I.T, Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. If you've heard it, if you have not heard it, you fucking up. Because this is one of the best albums of the year. Best double albums, definitely. And K.R.I.T just keeps bringing that fucking fire. I got nothing more else to say. Shit is dope. Previous videos on the side as well as my latest single. Check that out, show us some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram. Links in the description below. And subscribe. Button on the screen, button below. Woolly Reviews at least twice a week. As well as the Patreon, show that some love. The Cuphead gameplays. Check out the Indie Spotlight. And all the other info is below. And I got nothing more to say. So until next time I take my leave, granddaughter, Big K.R.I.T, Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. K.R.I.T, you killed it. Twice. Damn. Like, I can't even kill it once. I mean, I can I? No, this ain't about me. It's about K.R.I.T, and K.R.I.T, you be gonna listen to this shit forever. At least I am. All day. I'm out of here.